Welcome to Guide to Survive. The world is a big, beautiful place, full of incredible and breathtaking sights and experiences. It's also doing everything it can to kill you, and so that's where this program fits in. Before you venture into the great outdoors, you need to learn about all of the terrifying and mystical creatures that lurk in the woods, knock on your window, and hide in your toilet. With this guide, you'll learn how to identify a would-be assailant, analyze its strengths and weaknesses, and deal with it effectively. By the end of your training, you'll be ready to take on any creep or cryptid that crosses your path. So here's to you, and the great adventure that lies ahead. Let's begin. Target analysis. Name: Qalupalik. Class: Parasapiens, aquatic humanoids. Habitat: deep seas of Arctic regions. Lifespan: 50 plus years. Strengths: able to breathe on land and underwater, can survive in sub-zero temperatures, wonderful vocals, sharp claws, enhanced strength, and strong swimmers. Weaknesses: strong odor, slow movements while on land, and unbearably ugly. Overall threat level: 6. Behavior: the Qalupalik are a subaquatic humanoid species which have long tormented the Inuit. The appearance of these marine cryptids is one you might describe as fish people, which is fun until you say it to their faces. While humanoid, their skin is thick, green, and scaly. Their small eyes are well adapted to seeing in the cold, dark waters, as well as having razor-sharp teeth lining their mouths. Their hands and feet are webbed, with strong claws protruding from both. My kinda lady. Interestingly, it is quite uncommon for the Qalupalik to appear nude, as they have been reported to wear clothing very similar to human beings. They have a preference for furs and have been known to accessorize with something called an amautique, which is a pouch used to carry children while keeping them safe and warm, just like me in my jar, gracefully stewing in my own brine. Lastly, they are said to effuse a strong sulfuric odor, which is one of the 2 key signs that they are near. As one might expect, their diet mainly consists of the various life forms which live in the Arctic oceans: fish, crustaceans, cephalopods, as well as those various substances I've been surreptitiously dumping there of late. Allegedly, they enjoy hunting in groups, making use of large waves to observe the surface for potential human targets. Curiously, these ambush predators make their homes beneath the ice sheets of the Arctic regions, using the light of day to locate shadows of unaccompanied Inuit children wandering the frozen waters. The element of surprise is crucial to the Qalupalik, as their large webbed feet make for difficult movement when upon dry land. Once they have ascertained that the child is alone, they will break through the ice and grab a hold of their target. From there, they will place the child inside of an amautique before carrying them beyond the ice floes, never to be seen again. For reasons yet unknown, these submariners only target children. Several theories have emerged over time, such as them being used as a food source, perhaps seeing humans as a delicacy, or perhaps adopting them as their own. They may even be used for some form of sacrificial or labor purposes. Whatever the truth may be, we have yet to find out. Interestingly, the Qalupalik emit a humming sound. This sound can often be heard before they are even seen. Supposedly, it is meant to lure children away from their homes and often onto weak ice, for the Qalupalik to then break through and grab them. After all, nothing says, "This isn't a trap," like creepy sounds coming from out of nowhere. However, this could of course be just one of a myriad of communication explanations: hunting, disease, boredom, etc. Whatever the reasons the Qalupalik announce themselves this way, it at the very least offers fair warning to any wandering alone. Overall, we can ascertain that the Qalupalik are not simply mindless beasts living off pure instinct. Rather, they seem to have a culture of their own, and one which practices hunting human children. They are a secretive, opportunistic and hardy species, capable of surviving the harsh environments in which they make their homes, as well as setting traps through various means, revealing creative and industrious characteristics. Finally, be warned that while the Qalupalik will only target children, they still pose a formidable threat to any who challenge them. Stratagem. So, here's the scenario. You're on an ice fishing trip somewhere in the Arctic region. While questioning your terrible choice in holiday destinations, seriously, what were you thinking? You hear a distinct humming and note the smell of sulfur. As you look for the source, you see one of the Qalupalik, and it has a human baby. Now you have a difficult choice. Keep fishing and allow what's left of your rear end to completely freeze over, or be the hero that I believe you can be, maybe. Your plan of attack. Firstly, belly flop. Catch up to the creature. Hopefully it will be alone, otherwise you're not going to have a good time. Once you're close, it will turn to face you. Go for its legs and try to make it land so the baby isn't face first in the snow. Secondly, secure baby. The Qalupalik will no doubt be trying to wiggle free, slapping you with its giant clammy flippers. You know, some people pay a lot of money for that sort of thing. Avoid its attacks and go for the baby. Retrieve it and hold it close. Thirdly, bigger fish. Remember, these creatures are clumsy on land. Use that to your advantage and take as many cheap shots as you deem appropriate. It should lose confidence and slide back into the water. Remember, it may not be alone, so watch your footing. Fourthly, happy feet. If the creature has not left, then utilize a tactical retreat and get that baby to safety. The Qalupalik will not attempt to chase on land, as that would be impractical and look ridiculous. They may, however, follow you under the surface of the ice for a time, so you'll want to find a different fishing spot. Fifthly, marvelous work. You bested a fish person and you have a new baby. It's been a good day. Pop quiz. Question number 1. Is it true that the Qalupalik will often produce a clicking sound from their tongues? Question number 2. Is it true that the Qalupalik make their homes under the water? Question number 3. Is it true that the Qalupalik are strictly ambush predators? Question number 4. Do the Qalupalik only hunt human children? Question number 5. Is it true that the Qalupalik will always hunt alone? Answers. Question number 1. Is it true that the Qalupalik will often produce a clicking sound from their tongues? Answer, no. The Qalupalik are actually known to produce a humming sound, which can be heard before they're ever seen. Question number 2. Is it true that the Qalupalik make their homes under the water? Answer, yes. The Qalupalik's habitat is in a subaquatic environment. Question number 3. Is it true that the Qalupalik are strictly ambush predators? Answer, yes. The Qalupalik rely heavily on the element of surprise in order to capture the human children they target. Question number 4. Do the Qalupalik only hunt human children? Answer, no. The Qalupalik will hunt the various sea life of their habitat as well as human children. Question number 5. Is it true that the Qalupalik will always hunt alone? Answer, no. The Qalupalik may hunt alone, but will more often hunt in groups. If you scored 0 to 1, then you're sleeping with the fishes now. If you scored 2 to 3, then you might be alive, but you'll be sticking to the tropics from now on. And if you scored 4 to 5, terrific work! As a reward, I was going to pay for you to take a first-class cruise to anywhere you wanted. But I know you're above such things, so instead I'm sending you positive vibes. You're welcome. Conclusion. Excellent work. I'd say you're ready to get out there and face whatever challenges plot against you. And if you're not, then don't worry. You can re-watch these survival guides as much as you like. And they're non-refundable. I'm very proud of the progress you've made, and I know you're going to take the future in your stride. I've got a good feeling about you, fish fingers. Good luck, and don't die!